Good morning. Let's give another round of applause to the band because I didn't want that last one to stop.
Oh, that was good.
It was good, right? All right, let's sing together. One Big Family. I invite you guys to stand up if you'd like. If not, just sing along. All right, here we go.
Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Let us be reminded of who we've come to be. We are love, we are one. One big family. We are, yes we are. We are, yes we are.
All right, let's sing that again. Here we go.
Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Let us be reminded of who we've come to be. We are love, we are one. One big family. We are, yes we are. We are, yes we are.
All right, here we go.
Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Hey, 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 hey. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Let us be reminded of who we've come to be. We are love, we are one. One big family. We are, yes we are. We are, yes we are.
Let's sing that again.
We are, yes we are.
Last time.
We are, yes we are.
All right, now stay standing, and we're going to go into I Rise. Here we go.
With a burst of energy, I rise to meet the world. With a burst of energy, I rise to meet the world.
Sing that again.
With a burst of energy, I rise to meet the world. With a burst of energy, I rise to meet the world. I rise with a burst of energy. I rise, I rise. I rise with a burst of energy. I rise, I rise.
All right, take this time to say hello to the person next to you. All right, now let's break it down, ladies. Here we go.
With a burst of energy, I rise to greet the world.
Let's clap your hands like this.
With a burst of energy, I rise to meet the world. With a burst of energy, I rise to meet the world. With a burst of energy, I rise to meet the world. I rise with a burst of energy. I rise, I rise.
with that Fleetwood Mac song you played, and with those two songs, wow, how are you feeling today? Pretty good. Take a moment. Go within. Feel that energy, that love that is within you and is expressed as you. Feel it in this beautiful sanctuary. That's why we call this a Celebration Sunday service. So let me put this down. So welcome, everyone. My name is Judy Chapman. I'm your assistant minister here at the Center for Spiritual Living of Capistrano Valley in San Clemente. I'm delighted to see each and every one of you here this morning. What an energy-filled day. It's just beautiful. We have such a wonderful service prepared for you. I know Reverend Karyn's going to knock it out of the park today. Yeah. So we are a trans-denominational center, and it simply means that we respect and we honor all paths. Every path to the top of the mountain. And there are many, many, many paths. We're on one and someone else is on another. But it's all good because it's all God. It's all Spirit. So welcome to our wonderful service this morning. We're going to start, as we do every Sunday, with the flames of faith. We perform this ceremony to promote the universal consciousness of life, which acknowledges that all peoples, all sentient beings, come from the one great universal presence that we call Spirit. Fundamental to this truth is the unifying nature of all religious thought and experience, which we honor here today. We light the candle for the Tao, honoring the universal path of harmony and equilibrium, the natural way. We light the candle for the shamanic traditions, honoring the beliefs and the practices of all indigenous peoples, the way of primal spirituality. We light the candle for Hinduism, honoring the path of knowledge, action, and devotion. We light the candle for Judaism, honoring the ethical path of living by sacred law. We light the candle for all forms of Buddhism, honoring the Four Noble Truths and the path of compassion. We light the candle for all forms of Christianity, honoring the Christ consciousness as the path of love. We light the candle for all forms of Islam, honoring the path of compliance with the will of God as the highest calling. We light the candle for the universalistic religion of Baha'i, honoring the path of unity and the path of peace. We light the candle for all forms of new thought, honoring the metaphysical path of mental healing through the practice of universal spiritual principles. And as our practitioner, Faith Mackey, lights that last candle, please let it represent the path that brought you here this morning. And now, if you'll please join me for 2 minutes of sacred silence.
So as we come together in consciousness, knowing that there is only one incredible power, one magnificent energy. And this energy is love, pure love, unconditional love, peace, harmony, joy, giggly joy, just joyous from head to toe. And wisdom and creativity and abundance and prosperity. These are God qualities, and these are the qualities that we are, for we are one with God. There is only oneness, and we are in perfect harmony with the God within. And this energy of God is everywhere, in, through, and back of everything. And so I know for us today that we are just shining examples of this perfect God qualities that just express through us as us. We are light and truth. We are stars, and we are just always moving forward spiritually. And I know that if there's anything unlike these God qualities in our life, that we acknowledge them, we release them, we let them go, and we fill ourselves up with the pure qualities of God, the love, the harmony, the peace, the wisdom. And I know that God is everywhere and in and through of everything that we do, that we seek. I am so grateful. I am so grateful for all the God qualities. I am so grateful that we are living examples of Spirit working through us. I am so grateful that our lives are unfolding and just moving in the right direction. And I know that every time that we let go and release the which no longer serves us, that we create a space for something better, something greater, something more magnificent than we could even imagine. And so for this, I say yes. I say thank you, God. I say yes. I receive my good. I receive the good of whatever Spirit has in mind for me. And I know that each one of us do the same. And so with a grateful heart, I release this prayer into the law, knowing that it is done right here and right now. And together we anchor it by saying, and so it is. So it is. Okay, so now we're going to read the global vision together. So we see a world that works for all, where people live according to spiritual truth, where unity and connection is emphasized, where people have enough food, homes, and sense of belonging, and where there is peace, harmony, justice for all. Okay, so today's affirmation, let's read that together as well. I let go of my identification with doing and allow myself to be, and so it is.
Thank you so much, Faith. And now, please welcome to the platform one of our favorite vocalists. We just love her, Kristen Lee Allred.
Good morning. I love being here. Thank you guys so much. How's everybody feeling? This is one of my original songs. I don't know if I've done it here for you already. It's called No Ceiling. And it's just kind of about, what if there is no ceiling? What if it's something that we made up in our minds? And really, with the universe, there are no limits. I've been waiting for this perfect moment. Well, I got all my ducks lined up neatly in a row. I've been stressing, second guessing, couldn't hear my heart speak through the static on the radio. Sometimes I ponder, sometimes I wonder. Ooh, oh, what if we love? What if we live? What if we give like there's no ceiling and it's all an illusion we design? Gotta make some space for a fresh perspective. Ooh, 'cause I've been trying to chase that elusive finish line. When I listen to my inner wisdom, says I hate to spoil the ending, but it's all gonna work out fine. Sometimes I ponder, sometimes I wonder. Ooh, oh, oh, what if we love? What if we live? What if we give like there's no ceiling and it's all an illusion we design? We are love. We are peace. We're just waiting to be expressed. We are infinite. We are infinite. Ooh, we are love. Sometimes we forget. We are infinite. Woo! What if we love? What if we give? What if we live like there's no ceiling and it's all an illusion we design? Oh, if we break down the walls we build round our heart, maybe we'll find a deeper meaning. Give these dreams a little room to fly. What if we love? What if we give? What if we live like there's no ceiling? Thank you so much.
Yes. Get it, Kristen.
Oh, thank you so much. What a great song. Love that energy. And thank you to our amazing band as well. Oh, how blessed are we? Love these guys. All right. So good morning. Oh, such a blessing to be up here this morning. Today we're going to talk about this topic. It's called I Got It, I Lost It. I got it, I lost it. It's like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, you know, a little waltz. So actually today we're going to talk about the dance of life, the dance between I got it and I lost it, the dance between remembering who we are, I got it, and forgetting who we are, I lost it, the dance between our true divine selves and our imaginary sense of identity. And because I actually am a trained dancer, oh yay, my Buddhist song is here. I am going to weave in my dance experience to this dance of life of I got it, I lost it. And so I wanted to start with a little bit of dance background. I actually started dancing when I was 5 in parades because it was kind of a cultural family obligation. But then at the age of 7 is when I started my formal training. It was my mom who decided to sign me up for ballet. And I didn't fight it. I kind of just went with it because I was curious. And she gave me 3 particular reasons why she decided to sign me up for ballet. And one was that I was extremely shy as a child, and I would be the one who you see hiding behind their mom's legs and peeking myself out. Number 2 is that I was extremely pigeon-toed, so I used to walk like that. And she thought ballet would help me, fix my gait. And then third, I come from a lineage of dancers on my mom's side, and so dance came easily for me. So ballet. So I took ballet for several years, and I worked on my turnout, to fix my gait, and I worked on my placement and my form, and I did not like it. I did not love it. But even though I didn't love it, I still worked my way up to being on point, which means that you wear point shoes, which have hard tips, and you dance on your toes. And in those classes, I had the meanest point teacher. I mean, I still remember her name was Michelle, and I could still see her puke face and her mustache and her pointed words saying, push on those arches, push on those arches. I don't care how much it hurts, push on those arches. So needless to say, I just started hating dance. And then on top of that, having to perform in front of people, for a shy person, that is torture. That is just pure torture. And I was ready to quit. But then I found jazz. Jazz. Love jazz dance. This is more like free-flowing and fun and funky. And so I wanted to quit ballet and just focus on jazz, and that's just not allowed. In the studio, you have to take ballet and to accompany any other dance discipline. And so I said, okay, I love jazz so much that, okay, I'll take ballet and jazz. And so I did that up and through high school. In high school, I took a couple of dance classes, but then, my focus changed. I started focusing on varsity softball and boys. And so dance fell by the wayside. But then eventually, as a young adult in my 20s, I became a part of a hip-hop performing group. And so we performed in venues around this area, and I loved it. I just loved it. At that time, I was working this job that I absolutely hated, and I was in this relationship that was volatile, it was dysfunctional, and dance was my happy place. It's a place where I could get lost and just be one with God. And so it still is. Dance is still my happy place, although I have more happy places. I love to sing as well. So the so-called dance of life within my dance history is between being not enough and being fully alive. It's between my small self and my divine self. And when I look back on it, the whole experience, I know from the depths of my being that it was the perfect path for me. Even those ballet years when I was miserable, it was the perfect path for me. And I know also that my mother, she was guided by Spirit to set me upon this path that led me to find my true divine nature. I also know that my fears, my reservations, which took the form as shyness and my little inward gait, it was all felt and experienced for a reason. So the dance between I got it and I lost it actually exists dialectically in the dance of life. These two different ideas work together and affect each other to create what is to be. And I see my dialectical dance narrative as experiencing pain and fear and finding my life's passion, which actually leads me to being up here today, unafraid, not so shy, and actually serving a higher purpose. believe it or not, it is still not my favorite thing to be the center of attention, which is really weird for a minister and a dancer, right? And a singer, yeah. In dance, I love to be in a group, work in a corps, just like I love to be in our group of singers, the Songbirds, where I get to enjoy just being one with God and not have to worry about people focusing on me. And in ministry, my calling is to simply help others know how amazing life can be and how we can better our lives through knowing God and through the science of mind principles. And that's why I'm up here right now. Even though it causes me to be the center of attention, my purpose is being met. So again, the two identities by which we dance through life, I got it, I lost it, I got it, I lost it. This waltz happens between our true defined selves and our imaginary sense of identity. So our true divine selves is our God selves. It's that conscious self related to oneness and connection and transcendence of the outer. And this may surprise you because it really surprised me the first time I read this, but in the glossary of the Science of Mind textbook, Ernest Holmes describes ego, with a capital E, as the following. The I am of the Bible, the Christ, the perfect idea of God. In metaphysical terms, the ego refers to the real, capital R, consciousness, capital C, of man. In psychology, it carries a slight different variation of interpretation, implying an organization or system of mental states. In this textbook, we frequently use it merely to convey the thought of the inner man, the real self. So he's using the word ego synonymous with the real self. I was quite surprised. And I purposefully did not use the word ego as the real self because I think, quite honestly, we've been conditioned to think of ego in the psychological terms, focusing on personal desires and fears and attachments and separation. Conditioning plays a huge role in this and in how we experience the world today. We've been conditioned to see the world from certain perspectives, whether it be based on our experiences or our circumstances or imposed upon us by family or society. And this conditioning, it comes from a dualistic perspective, seeing God, which is everything, as separate from us, which we know it is not. The good news is, since we know this, we can now consciously recondition ourselves through our conscious choreography of the dance of life. This choreography bringing us back to God over and over again. Excuse me. It is really important to realize that this dance between the true divine self and the imaginary identity is natural. It's a natural part of life. As spiritual beings having a human experience, it's just who we are. It could look like God is so good and abundant to, I can't afford that. Or my God is wholeness and perfection to, oh, I'm so sick of tired of being sick and tired. Or we are all one to, those people are fill in the blank. None of us lives our conscious, true, divine selves 24/7, 365. We are here to grow. And we are here to remain compassionate toward ourselves and all others through it all, through the dance of life. And when we are conscious that the dance is going on, we get to choreograph it more toward our good rather than just living by default and just going with whatever's happening. Reminds me of the story of the man and his horse. A monk slowly walks along a road when he hears the sound of a galloping horse. He turns around to see a man riding a horse moving swiftly in his direction. When the man reaches closer, the monk asks, "Where are you going?" To which the man replies, "I don't know, ask the horse," and rides away. We get to choreograph our lives, not just go with the horse. We get to take the reins. And when we are taking the reins, it's important to remember that we are not to fight it. This is not a battle. Don't fight what's going on. Simply accept it. Accept the moment. Allow it to be as it is. And then take the reins. And I know this is a difficult thing to do. You know, when we have all this stuff going on in our minds, what we have to do to accept, allow, and to change our consciousness and our circumstances is through this beautiful practice of stillness. Stillness awakens us from our conditioning and allows wholeness to wash over us and wash away the compulsive thinking that's going on back here, the labels we put on things, and opens us up to truth, opens us up to God. The I got it. Eckhart Tolle said, "When you accept this moment fully, when you no longer argue with what is, compulsive thinking wanes and is replaced by an alert stillness. You are fully conscious, and yet the mind puts no label on this moment. This state of inner non-resistance opens you to unconditioned awareness, which is infinitely greater than the human mind. Then this vast intelligence can express itself through you and help you both from within and without. That is why when you let go of inner resistance, you often find that circumstances change for the better." It's not a battle. We're not fighting what's going on. It's being fully conscious, letting go of resistance, and accepting the dance. And it's simply surrendering to the presence and the power of God, the presence and the power of good. I personally love the word surrender. But I found out a couple weeks ago in our practitioner class, our monthly practitioner class, that the word surrender does not have positive connotations for everyone. In fact, it's quite the opposite. And I think that in both cases, it's conditioning. So I wanted to try an experiment with you. If you could clasp your hands together tightly, and then try to pull them apart, but don't let them come apart. Just pull, 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 pull. This is the battle. And now release them and place them in your lap. To me, this is what surrender feels like. I personally like the surrender part better than the battle part. But life is both. That's part of the dance. One of the principles of the science of mind, spiritual principles, is called totality. And totality sees a universal dimension as the completed universe of wholeness and oneness. In this, spirit is a perfect totality that includes all and harmoniously incorporates all apparent opposites. Just like that dialectical dance of life, the spiritual principle of totality harmoniously incorporates all apparent opposites. As we say, it's all God. Every bit of it. And once we accept that and go to our place of stillness, our place of God, then we can move our consciousness toward how we want to choreograph our dance of life. So right now, I wanted to invite you to experience some moments of stillness through a guided meditation. So I invite you just to get comfortable as you can where you are. And gently close your eyes or lower your gaze. And allow your awareness to drift inward, tuning into your own inner landscape. Feel the gentle peace that already lives within you, identifying with a sense of quiet. Trust where your awareness pulls you and zero in on it now. Imagine that your entire sense of awareness is traveling to that deep, quiet space. And stay in that space until all there is stillness. Affirm to yourself, I am still, all is well, all is still. And stay in that space of stillness as if you are completely at home with it. And in that sense of stillness within you, imagine there are boundaries around it as if there's a sphere of pearlescent light. And see the light fully encompassing you. This orb of stillness, this orb of light. Imagine dropping down through the earth, through layers of soil and roots until you are traveling toward a bright golden light at the center of the earth. Feel yourself beginning to merge with that bright golden light at the center of the earth until you are one with its center. This is the point of stillness within the earth and within yourself. Now begin to imagine the boundaries around this orb of golden light. See it, sense it, feel it. You are sealed into this point of stillness, centered and connected. And if your energy field feels like there's adjusting, just trust and welcome it with the highest and most loving good in mind. It's safe to trust and allow what you're experiencing. And once you feel completely cocooned in this orb of light at the center of the earth, feel the earth being pulled like a magnet all the way to the center of our solar system, our sun. And embraced by the sun, one with the sun. You are transported to the center of the entire universe almost as if by magic. Feel yourself floating here now, still in your orb of golden light, in the middle of it all, sensing and feeling perfect balance throughout the entire universe, and you in perfect harmony at the very center of it all. Imagine your orb of light beginning to flow out from you across the entirety of the universe. And somehow you feel it floating back to you. You experience this beautiful cyclical feeling until all you experience is light. And from here, affirm to yourself, I am ready to let go of what has been and enter into what I'm meant to be for the purpose of the greatest joy. I am ready to let go of what has been and enter into what I'm meant to be for the purpose of the greatest joy. Now, it's time to come back to this room. Take a few breaths. Be in this moment. Maintain this awareness you have just experienced. Roll your shoulders. Wiggle your fingers and toes. And open your eyes. And welcome back. It's truly my desire for each of us to be able to experience that stillness, whether it be through a guided meditation as such, or getting quiet on the pillow. Whatever it looks like for you, could be nature. Being in this stillness space allows us to connect with our true divine selves, and then we are able to choreograph our dance of life to our joy, to our place of divinity. I got it, I lost it. That's the dance of life. And when we do it consciously, it's like doing the hokey pokey, because we turn ourselves around. So it is. And now I'd like to invite back up to the platform our fabulous Kristen Lee Allred.
Ooh, I feel good, don't you? Knew that I would. I believe in miracles, and I believe they happen every day. This life we live, it can be so magical when you know that all you wish is on its way. So let the peace and love you are illuminate this place. Let your happy thoughts shine out like sunbeams from your face, like fireflies in the firelight. Just can't help but glow. We are so much more than we could ever, ever know. The sun and moon can't compare to you. Should you forget who you are, you are made of stars. I believe the universe is making all the pieces fit just right. Even when there's pain and you just can't find the words, they always show up at the perfect time. So let the peace and love you are illuminate this place. Let your happy thoughts shine out like sunbeams from your face, like fireflies in the firelight. We just can't help but glow. We are so much more than we could ever, ever know. The sun and moon can't compare to you. Should you forget who you are, we are made of stars. I'll kick it. See how you shine, 'cause we're so divine. Yeah. Should you forget who you are, we are made of stars. You were made, you were made, you were made, you were made of stars. Don't you know you are worthy? You are worthy. You are worthy. You are worthy. You are worthy. Don't you know how worthy you are? Woo! You are made of stars. You are made of stars. You are made of stars. We are made of stars. Thank you so much. Thank you to this fabulous band. I love singing here. I love you guys. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Woo.
Got it. Let's give her another hand. Thank you. And thank you, Reverend Karyn, for that fabulous talk. We got it. We're not going to lose it. Thank you to our fabulous band. You are absolutely spectacular. We love you so much. And our songbirds, they were so energetic this morning, as always, as always. Love you so much. It is time now for our conscious committed giving. If my stewards would please come forward. If this is your day to give, thank you very much. If this is your day to bless, thank you so very much. In your chair in front of you, there's a blessing card. And it says, in deep gratitude for all of my blessings, I place this card in the basket. I ask that these offerings be blessed, appreciated, and multiplied. It is my honor to give my blessing in this way. Thank you, God, universe, spirit. So let us say our affirmation together. My offering is my acceptance of God as the source of my supply, and it symbolizes my faith in the abundant flow of this supply.
There is a light within me. There is a light within me. There is a light within me. Illuminate me, illuminate me. There is a love within me. There is a love within me. There is a love within me. Illuminate me, illuminate me. There is a joy within me. There is a joy within me. There is a joy within me. Illuminate me, illuminate me. There is a peace within me. There is a peace within me. There is a peace within me. Illuminate me, illuminate me.
As these gifts go out into our community, I know that each recipient is blessed, fulfilled, and loved, knowing that it's all God and it's all good, and so it is. Thank you. Thank you. If you're a visitor today for the first time, we have a gift for you. It is a coupon for a free book in the bookstore. So if you'll just raise your hand, we will bring it to you so you can have it. Is there anybody here for the first time today? No, I don't see any hands. What? They don't. We aren't allowed to do that. We aren't allowed to go this one, this one, this one. If they don't want to be recognized, that's fine. Anyway, let's welcome our guest today. Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. We have a wonderful congregation. Each one of you is so blessed. We have just fabulous people who work all week long and all Sunday and all month and all year to bring you such a fabulous service and midweek things to do. So if you volunteered this week, would you please stand and we can give you a lot of love. Thank you. Thank you so much. Part of these people are the practitioners. Practitioners are the practitioners and ministers who are trained in the art and the science of affirmative prayer. And that's, we have Jill Burnett, who's been holding the high watch for us through this entire service, and that means that she has been praying for us to have an open mind, an open heart, so that we can receive all that wisdom that Reverend Karyn fed to us this morning. Thank you so much. Our practitioners today are Cheryl Lyman, Jill Burnett, and Faith Mackey, and they are available to you for prayer, for a quick prayer, and in the back, at the back tables, there's 2 tables, or one in the tranquility room, and our practitioners pray on your prayer and keep it in our consciousness all week long. So if you have a bump in the road and you need sometimes we just need some strength, knowing that someone else is praying with us and for us and through us, then please avail yourselves to our practitioners. And now I'd like to welcome up Dr. Alice to do our invitations.
Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for that sweet invitation to come up here. As you can see, I have this big box that I was carrying, and that's just to symbolize for you that we are moving. And I'm really excited about that. I will say Conscious Connections isn't moving today. It will still meet at 12 o'clock in the multipurpose room. But we are moving. We have, as I've shared with you over the last, gosh, we've been talking about this for a long time. We have sold this beautiful building at a handy little profit, and we hope to invest that money in our new space that is more appropriate for the size of our community and doesn't include a business that we have to run, and continues to be in this footprint of an area that we are in the San Clemente J. Sarah corridor. So the moving date, April 20th, Easter Sunday, we will find ourselves in a new location. We will temporarily locate ourselves at the San Clemente Baha'i Center. Now, the San Clemente Baha'i Center is about equidistant if you're coming south on the 5. When you're coming down the 5, you either come 3 miles up on Pico, or you go 3 miles a little further on 5, and the Baha'i Center is right off the 5 on the Calafia exit. So don't worry. If you're scrambling for a pen right now, you don't need one. We're having our annual meeting next week, and at that meeting, we will give you lots of information about the move, about the place we're moving to. If you were a guest here today, it's really important for you to fill out that piece of that coupon so that we can reach out to you with all this information as well, because we want to take everybody with us. The Baha'i Center is lovely and has a beautiful auditorium and a multi-purpose room that we'll be renting on Sundays. During the week, we will also have a place. We have leased a office/warehouse/meeting space at the Capo Business Center, which is just off of the Ortego San Juan office, the exit off the 5. And so that's where our weekly gatherings will meet. And so we're going a little bit north and a little bit south. And this is where we'll be for the next 6 to 12 months as we find our right and perfect space on a permanent basis. And so I encourage you to check into that, to keep your ears peeled. Come to the annual meeting next week where there's going to be a lot more details. We'll also be making sure you get information through email. It is a big move for us. This has been an amazing space for us, and we will bless this space next week at our annual meeting as well. We'll have a lovely ritual for that because we've been well served by this building. So that's the big announcement I'm here to tell you about. If you need a proxy for next week's meeting, the big vote will actually be on a new board member because we've already looked at moving since the last meeting, and so we'll be having that vote at our meeting next week. What else? Let's see. In preparation for moving, we're going to have I don't want to say yard sale. I don't really see any grass around here. But we're going to be having a sidewalk sale, and that'll happen. Yes, thank you. Thank you. So we're going to have a sale, and we're going to have lots of stuff that we're ready to release, and that will be on the 29th, 2 weeks from now on a Saturday. So if you're interested in that, it'll be from 10 to 2. So come, and there'll be things that we'll be selling. There'll be things we'll be giving away, and you're welcome to bring your friends and neighbors and relatives. And in the meantime, and don't forget the sale in the bookstore. There's great deals in the bookstore for the books that we are we don't want to pack and move. So help us out that way and help yourself to the books. Our weekly opportunities continue while we're here in the building. We will be here till the that week in June, April. Yeah, the 14th. So we'll be moving on the 14th, and so we'll have our regular weekly activities here in this building from now until then, and that includes our yoga classes with Mike Ward from 6 to 7 on Mondays, and Tuesdays 10 to 11 right here in the sanctuary. The other Mondays with Mary book study happens on Zoom. The Mystic Jesus, Shifting Sands, it meets in person and on Zoom on Thursdays in the multi-purpose room, and Coming Home, Awakening to Spirit, Friday mornings at 8 a.m. on Zoom. So all those things can be found on our website, in our e-newsletter that comes out regularly. There's a handout in the lobby, and as I said, by next week we will have maps, we will have little cards for you to put in your refrigerator, we'll have addresses for you, and you'll know where we're going to be relocating and re-congregating on Sundays. Thank you so much. And now it's time to bring up our songbirds for our closing jam.
Please stand as we sing together, Thank You for This Day.
Where's Karyn?
All right, here we go. Thank you for this day, Spirit, thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit, thank you for this day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. This healing, this healing, this healing my day. Friends. Thank you for my friends, Spirit, thank you for my friends. Thank you for my friends, Spirit, thank you for my
Wonderful.
friends. My wonderful, my wonderful, my wonderful friends. My wonderful, my wonderful, my wonderful
My life.
friends. Thank you for my life, Spirit, thank you for my life. Thank you for my life, Spirit, thank you for my
Glorious
life.
life.
My glorious, my glorious, my glorious life. My glorious, my glorious, my glorious
This
life.
day.
Thank you for this day, Spirit, thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit, thank you for this day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. This healing, this healing, this healing day.
Please repeat after me. Something wonderful is happening as me today.
Something wonderful is happening as me today.
It's this dance of life.
It's this dance of life.
It's happening through my mind.
It's happening through my mind.
It's happening through my body.
It's happening through my body.
It's happening through all my affairs.
It's happening through all my affairs.
I know this.
I know this.
I accept this.
I accept this.
I give thanks for this.
I give thanks for
And so it is.
this. So it is.